Welcome back to my channel. Today we're making lazy girl pizza. That's right, all that good flavor, but just a fraction of the time. Let's get into it.
Please.
Okay, so let's get into these ingredients. I'm using pizza dough from Whole Foods, some mozzarella cheese, some pizza sauce, some garlic butter, prosciutto that I got from the deli at Whole Foods, pepperoni that looks like salami, but I got it from the deli at Whole Foods, some baby arugula, and don't mind the cast iron pot because we don't use that, and don't mind this cookie tray because we aren't going to end up using that. So right now I'm putting some flour on the area space that I'm working on because the dough is kind of sticky, so I want to get rid of some of that stickiness because we have to stretch out the dough. So I did use a whole lot of flour, so don't use that much flour. One little cup will do. So yeah, now we're just stretching it out. We want it to get nice and flat, not too flat. I mean, if you like thin crust, definitely roll it out so that it's thin like that. I like my dough a little bit on the fluffier side, so I'm rolling it out so that it can get as thin as I prefer it, but definitely keep working at your dough if you want it thin and crispy like a thin crust pizza. So I'm just stretching the dough, I'm pulling it, I'm using the rolling pin, and then this is when I realized that I had a pizza tray. I don't know how I forgot that, but took out the pizza tray and I began rolling out my dough even thinner. It was just perfect. There was no edges to get in the way like a cookie sheet, and I could just be great. So first I'm going to use some garlic butter. I popped that in the microwave. I nooked it for like 30 seconds, and then I added about 2 tablespoons to my raw dough just to give it some extra flavor. And then I'm going to go in with my pizza sauce. Use any pizza sauce that you prefer. Between the dough and the already made pizza sauce, that's the lazy girl method. You know, making pizza dough takes a long time, because you gotta let it rest, you gotta let it rise, then you gotta punch it, then you gotta roll it, then you gotta let it rise again. We don't have time for that. It's a Wednesday night, okay? We gotta hurry up and make dinner. So now I'm taking this fresh mozzarella cheese, I'm just tearing it and adding it to my pizza dough. Also, with the pizza sauce, don't add too much because you want to make sure that your dough cooks all the way through. And sometimes when you add too much pizza sauce, it makes it a little difficult for your pizza to cook within a short amount of time. So keep that in mind. So I ripped up my cheese. Now I'm adding my pepperoni and my prosciutto. I realized I liked the way the prosciutto looked when I ripped it up, so I ripped up the pepperoni too, and I just spread them everywhere. So yeah, and also you can use shredded cheese if you like, but don't forget shredded cheese does have starches on it to keep it from sticking when it's in the container or the plastic bag. So fresh cheese is definitely, a good idea. It just melts a lot better. That's my preference. Anywho, I'm adding more cheese and more garlic butter, and I'm popping it into the oven, 425 degrees for 25 minutes. Okay? High heat, but it's gonna cook through. Trust me, 25 minutes. So I thought this was a cute idea to just grab the little extras that are available at your local pizza shop. I didn't really need it, but I thought it was a cute idea just in case. So as you can see, the oven is smoking a little bit because that garlic butter was dripping down to that bottom pan. But it's all good because after 25 minutes, this is what my pizza looked like. Don't tell me that. That cheese is all melty. That prosciutto and pepperoni is all crispy. There's little juice pockets of garlic butter. Yes, juice pockets of garlic butter. This thing was phenomenal. But we ain't done because we gotta use that arugula. So you can add as much or as little arugula as you want. You can use spinach if you want. I prefer arugula. I think it just pairs very nicely with the spices in the pepperoni. And then I'm using a little bit of truffle oil, just a little bit at the top, and a little bit of Parmesan cheese. And that is it. That's it. When I tell you this recipe here, this thing's good. It was really good, especially for it to be a Wednesday night. Listen, it was popping 10. That truffle oil and mixed with the arugula gave it a nice earthiness. It paired perfectly again with the prosciutto and the pepperoni. The saltiness of the prosciutto and the spices in the pepperoni. just the richness of the mozzarella cheese that I used. It was phenomenal. That bread was fluffy and airy. I was really proud of myself. I thought I did a good job. So yes, cut it up and serve it. Like when I cut this up, I was so pleased to see the little air pockets and how fluffy the bread was. It showed me that 25 minutes was perfect on 425 for my pizza. It wasn't doughy at all. It was literally like eating a cloud. It was like eating pizza on a crust cloud, if you can just imagine that. It was so good. I got so excited while eating it. You see me throwing up my thumbs, and listen, I was about to show my face for a second because it was that good. I wanted y'all to see the bliss on my face when I ate this. It was delightful. So I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. I hope you try it. I hope you like it. Leave any comments, questions, suggestions down in the comment box below. Make sure you guys subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.